While Kevin may be taking the high road and refusing to badmouth Christine for the sake of their children, you already know fans on social media had a lot to say about her. One fan commented, "The only reason that woman and the kids can dwell in a luxurious lifestyle is because of Kevin and Kevin alone." Money doesn't last forever, and people don't last forever either. One day, those kids will have a rude awakening, and they'll have to learn that the old-fashioned way. And another person added, $68,000 a month. I could live on that for a year. Rich people problems, Parage. Anyways, what do y'all think about this messy divorce battle? Are you Team Kevin or Team Christine? I think I already know the answer, but I still want to hear your thoughts on this, so comment down below and don't miss out on this next video. Kim Kardashian is putting Kanye West and his wife Bianca on blast over their recent public behavior, and she is trash-talking Bianca for the way she has been dressing publicly and her over-the-top PDA with Kanye. Kim claims these two are an embarrassment to her and her kids. I don't want to be a part of this narrative. And it's like, when is this ever gonna end? Now, I have to admit, Kanye and Bianca have been doing a lot lately. I mean, this man exposed his whole ass during a boat ride in Italy. Like, hey, the people love you, but please put that thing away. But what exactly did Kim even say about Bianca? Let's break it down. I can't risk an Access Hollywood or a news story or anything on the news coming up with their dad mentioned. Then they want to watch. So Kanye West and his wife Bianca have drawn severe backlash over their recent public outings in Italy, after Bianca was seen wearing see-through outfits. And then Kanye was spotted on a boat with his pants around his ankles, and Bianca seemingly on her knees in front of him. If you know what I mean. There have also been reports in the Italian media that the locals want Kanye and Bianca to be punished for public indecency because Bianca has been walking around in nude see-through bodysuits. According to the Daily Mail, the Italian Constitutional Court has set a fine of up to $10,000 for a person to expose themselves in a place or nearby to a place attended by minors. And they may also be sentenced from 4 months to 4 years in prison after a video emerged of Bianca seemingly providing a service to Kanye during a boat ride. Many people took to social media to say Kanye is a hypocrite for humiliating his wife after he did all that preaching about Christian modesty. One Reddit user wrote, "Boathead. Does he think that scarf around his lower face is him successfully in disguise? Have they lost their goddamned minds?" So many questions. Another person said, "This is so sad and dehumanizing for both of them. I hope young people see the damage this does to your soul and reject such dehumanizing acts." Also, the people around them did not consent to viewing these public acts. What a sad state of existence. Some fans have also speculated that Ye and Bianca were drunk because other photos from Italy showed Kanye clutching a champagne bottle while walking around barefoot, while Bianca had to cover up her chest area because her outfit was showing everything. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with these two, but I do not condone this mess. Because wearing kooky outfits is one thing, but doing the deed on a tourist boat in public with other people around, including children, yup, the dragon is justified. Also, you already know that stuff like this gives an excuse to Kim and her family to trash Kanye. And that's exactly what Kim is doing now. After photos of Kanye and Bianca in Italy went viral, a source close to Kim said that she is beyond embarrassed by Kanye and his wife, and she doesn't know how to explain to her children why their dad is walking around barefoot and his new wife is exposing herself. One source close to Kim, who spoke to The Sun, said, "Kim's been so worried about the new pics that have come out with Bianca. Like, how will she explain it all to the kids? She's embarrassed and worried for them. He's wandering around barefoot with champagne in the street. Something clearly isn't right." The insider went on to say that this situation is very hard for Kim because as soon as she thinks she could move on, something like this happens and she's pulled back into it. Apparently, Kim regrets letting Kanye dress her while they were married, and she thinks Bianca's outfit choices will invite people to compare her to Bianca. It's like every time Kanye and Bianca pull these nearly naked stunts, it reminds everyone that Kim dressed up in skin-tight nude outfits during the marriage. But the source said she'd rather put it behind her and forget about it. Meanwhile, another insider close to Kim told Closer magazine that Kim would love to talk some sense into Bianca because she believes Kanye is treating Bianca like his dress-up doll. Kim is watching the situation with Kanye and Bianca open-mouthed, and she can't believe how reminiscent it is of how Kanye was with her. The insider said she says she can see Bianca being molded into Kanye's ideal of the perfect woman. She thinks it's worrying that Kanye did not learn his lesson and that he feels it's okay to treat people like this. The source continued by explaining that Kim looks at Bianca, and it spooks her, as it's precisely what happened to her. Kanye is extremely passionate about fashion, but it can become an obsession, with the X-rated outfits and the odd looks becoming really tough to deal with. The source shared, also adding that Kim has told friends that she feels as if she wants to take Bianca aside and advise her on how to keep true to herself and her own ideas for her self-image. In Kim's opinion, all the fame or exposure in the world isn't worth being someone else's puppet. She feels she owed it to Bianca to try to open her eyes and talk sense to her before it's too late. Well, damn. Kim really feels a lot about this entire mess. However, many fans are calling BS on these reports because they find it hard to believe that Kim genuinely cares about Bianca and her well-being. Instead, fans are saying Kim is probably just jealous that Kanye and Bianca have been getting way more publicity than she has, because we all know Kim can't stand not being the center of attention. One fan said, "The only reason Kim is fake disgusted is because it's usually her pulling off fish like that because that's the way she gets down. It's pathetic the way she is really stalking them, borderline crazy. And if I was Kanye, I'd be documenting her crazy actions just to remind her." And another one wrote, "Kim embarrassed? Kim is just pissed because Kanye has moved on and not with her. Kim is bothered whenever the world stops revolving around her. Get over it, Kiki. You've been replaced by a newer, younger model and can't handle Bianca now being in the spotlight." Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.